Okay, Monica Cedillo, counselor at Orcutt Academy High School, and I graduated from Rigetti High School, class of 2002.
Rhett Carter, I graduated from Santa Maria High School in 1993.
Hello, my name is Miss Pank, and I graduated in 1989.
Okay, Anna Perez, class of 2001.
Joel Elias Mason.
Joel Mason, graduated 1993.
Joshua Mason, class of high school, 2002.
Brenda Williams, used to be Brenda Black, we're back in 1981.
Ty Fredericks, otherwise known as Mr. Fredericks, graduating class of Porterville High School, 1981.
My name is Lauren Whittam, and I graduated in 2012 from Orcutt Academy High School.
Okay, Ola Peterson, I graduated in 1964.
Hey guys, I'm Sam Martinez, and I'm from the class of 2021.
My name is Dylan McIntyre, senior here at Orcutt Academy.
Josiah DeBruno, class of 2020.
I'm Jordan Miller, and I'm class of 2020. I'm Lucy Genge, and I'll be graduating in 2022.
I'm Jack Hinkle, and I'm a sophomore.
I am Adrienne Lambert, and I am class of 2020.
Alrighty, my name's Andrew Genge. My graduating class is 2019.
My name's Ray Lara, and I go to Orcutt Academy High School, and I am the graduating class of 2020.
See, I feel like everyone thinks it was so different, but I feel like it was like the same. Other than like social media and phones, I feel like it was the same type of like personalities and stuff like that.
Just like when I think of like old school traditional high school, I think of you go to school, you possibly play sports, join a club, you take your classes, you know, I'm not sure if so many AP classes were offered. I have no idea.
Well, I feel like it was a lot different. It wasn't like life black and white back then. They didn't even have color back then, right? Well, it depends. Mr. Bennett, that's, who knows how old that guy is. But like Miss Pank I think is like 32. I think so. She told me she was older, but I'm pretty sure she's 32. So, like with Bennett, I think there was dinosaurs, and that was kind of hard. Like really hard, like, cause you're just trying not to get eaten by dinosaurs, you know? But then we got some of the younger teachers like Al Berry, and you know, like he just grew up with exactly what we grew up with, pretty much. It varies between dinosaurs and the exact same.
I feel like it was easier for them. They didn't have the stuff that we had. Like now there's like juuling. Like they don't have the struggles that we have now.
Okay, well for Virch, they were bugging down every day. For sure, he was partying. I know Mr. Virch. I know Mr. Virch was a partier. He talks about what kind of, he was like, after parties, what'd you go to? Sydney Mac. I'm like, Mr. Virch, you know about the after parties. Probably Mr. Shaw, he was a lady killer, for sure. I know it with all my heart. There's no way he wasn't. Mr. Shaw, full head of hair, you cannot resist him. Well, I had Miss Pierman while she was still here, and she was one of my favorite teachers, and she had her little safety pin right here, and which is like, she could keep a secret whenever, because she had the safety pin, and it was like, your secret safe with her. That was kind of her thing. But for her, definitely like, in the books all the time. She was a big like academic person. Like she would get invited to parties, and then she'd be like, sorry guys, I got that AP test tomorrow. And then they're like, we're gonna study tomorrow morning. And then she's like, no, I need to study tonight and tomorrow morning. So that was Miss Pierman. And then probably one more. Oh, Miss Eubanks. Miss Eubanks she was big into sports, I think. She seems like a big sports person. Good Chiefs. Just kidding, I don't like the Chiefs, they suck. No, she likes the Chiefs. But yeah, she was probably just big into sports, going to sports games, and probably like drama. I don't know. Go you, Miss Eubanks. Go you.
I thought it was gonna be different. I thought it was gonna be a lot more like intimidating, but it's been a really great experience so far. Really, everybody's super welcoming, especially in a smaller school. Everybody's been really great.
I was expecting high school to be pretty hard and like brutal, and like people be like total jerks and all, but it's actually pretty chill. And if you find the right group, high school will be easy. Class-wise, I was expecting it to be kind of how it is. So some classes are harder than others, of course, but as long as you try, it's all good.
I was scared because, of course, it's new. As you essentially go from the top of the food chain in junior high, and you're at the bottom in high school. And I didn't expect it to be as good a time as I've had.
Honestly, just to like get my basic information so I can proceed with my career. I mean, what else is high school supposed to do besides prepping you for adulting life, I guess?
So I really liked high school. I went to a small high school. I went to Bishop Diego down in Santa Barbara. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
That's good. Describe my high school experience. I liked it. It was a lot of fun. So basically, back in the day, we were track, so I was only in classes with students who were interested in going to college. And so basically, I took all college prep classes. So that was mine. And I played sports.
A good high school experience. It was a little different from the norm since I was the first graduating class at Orcutt Academy High School. So when I started, it was just freshmen. And then as I went up in my grade, so I was always the top class. So my senior year was the first senior class there was, and then it kind of stacked on as it went.
Not bad. It was kind of positive. Did a lot of soccer. I was on varsity all the years. Yeah, varsity soccer. My first year, I was the only white guy on the team, which was really fun. I learned some good Spanish words that year, but that's another story.
When I was at Santa Maria, they actually the teachers went on a strike. It wasn't my favorite part, but it was memorable. It was interesting because we literally had people in class that hadn't taught a subject, and there was only I had class where there was one or two people in the class, and my dad pretty much said, "You're going to class." So I was one of the couple that was in class, but it was funny because we're just sitting there, you know.
I think the diverse type of people that I could hang out with. Does that make sense?
My favorite thing about high school. That's hard because I don't like high school, but
Favorite part of high school? There's a lot, but personally, my favorite moments have got to be through football, whether it was in the games or in the locker room. Locker room times are really fun.
I would say the only big difference is the prevalence of technology. We didn't have computers. We didn't have iPhones. We didn't even have TVs in the classroom.
Similarities is, I think every high school kid is insecure at some time or another. Differences, it's almost cliche now to say this, but I truly believe that I would crash and burn in today's teen society with all the social media and everything. I don't know how you guys keep your sanity with all of the junk that is out there. We didn't have that when I was growing up. It was different. I mean, we still had bullying, we still had to deal with junk, but it's a whole different ballgame.
It's funny because everybody says it's so much different. I think it's kind of the same. I mean, when you're young, and there's all kinds of people, and whether it's, some that are, successful academically, some that are average. I mean, there's everything. So I think it was kind of the same in that way. I'd say the differences are technology and the way that's used nowadays, compared to the time that I was used to. That there wasn't, things wouldn't get out that quick with something like that, and everything wasn't on video and posted, So that was a big difference. And then also the easy access that a lot of students have now to illegal substances that can, do a lot of harm. I mean, that there was opportunities to do those things back then too, but it wasn't as easy and obvious to get, or to find a way to get as it is nowadays.
Fun. Change.
It was probably just lifelong friendships.
Fun.
It was fun.
New.
Growth.
Underwhelming.
Different.
Difficult.
Involved.
Hectic.
I guess fun, or yeah, fun.
Woo! It was pretty good, I thought.
Busy, but a good busy.
Unique.
Interesting.
Growth.
Outstanding.
So I think now you guys have a lot more opportunities in regards to like support, you know, like, so part of like, at least even with me, and I don't feel like there's that large of an age gap between us, is that like in order for me to do things, I had to figure things out on my own. Like I didn't feel like I had like my success class or like a certain teacher or like anything like that. Like you kind of had to do things for yourself versus like somebody coming to you to do those things.
I think there's more requirements to get into college, so you probably have to do more years of certain types of classes.
I think now they're a little more rigorous. They require more. It's not that it wasn't competitive back then, because it was, but I think the competitiveness has gone up because now they have so many, you know, so few seats, so many, you know, colleges and technical programs and professional, whatever it is that you're doing after high school. There's not enough seats for everybody.
I think they've changed a lot, and it's very much more competitive nowadays. I mean, my high school had AP classes just like they had here, or they have here. We didn't have concurrent enrollment, we didn't have college now, but I feel like it's a little more competitive now, especially at a college prep academy like this one, where about 99% of the classes are college prep. So I definitely think there's more opportunities for you guys nowadays than there was for me back in 2001.
I feel like high school doesn't really affect it. It's kind of just based on your personal opinion, because I want to do psychology when I grow up, and they don't teach psychology here or have any kind of stuff like that. So it's just more of what your interests are. High school is just more of a place to like kind of get you ready for like college.
Well, I want to be a teacher, and some of the teachers here are really good influences.
I had a good math teacher, so I don't know if that's why I gravitated toward math. I knew I wanted to be a teacher, and then it was just a question of what I wanted to teach. So
Yes and no. Kind of already knew what I wanted to do before high school, but I guess specifically more in junior year, I've learned like how to specifically navigate my way through and see what like how I want to achieve my goals, like which path I should take instead of just kind of like going in blindly.
Yeah.
Ew. I don't think I would want to go to high school now. so many reasons why. Number one, I don't like the fact we used to have long summers. We didn't have the testing that you guys have. We no. I'd rather be at school where I was, even if we didn't have college career planning.
Going to high school between 1989 and 93 was great. I wouldn't change that.
I think I would have preferred what I went through opposed to now. Probably just size-wise. I liked the smaller school aspect.
I'd say no. I liked going to high school the time I went. I still think I'd have a good time in high school. I guess the only way I would say I would like to go now is if I knew now what I didn't know then, that I could use it now. I think I would even be able to be more successful and do more things, you know, with that knowledge.
No way.
Why?
You guys had way too much drama. I mean, we had distractions in class, but, you know, like we passed notes, you know, on a piece of paper or something, you know, as opposed to, we didn't have the distractions of your cell phones and social media and instant results and things like that. So it was definitely easier, I think, to go to school back in the day. So.
experience was good. So I'm like,
You're okay.
I'm all right with where.
That's good.
Darylyn.
Who?
Darylyn Cox.
Oh.
That was my little heartthrob who I never told her, and I wish I would have.
I would not have dated a boyfriend the whole entire, well, you know, like when I was a freshman, I liked this boy that was like a year older than me, and so I dated him through I think my junior year. And then my junior year, we broke up because he had senioritis. That's what guys do. I don't know if they still do that now, but they become seniors. Oh, it's my last year, you know. Yeah, so I had that happen to me. so then I started dating this other boy, and I dated him through high school and then beyond. And so I don't think I would have messed with boyfriends, boys. I just would have stayed away from boys. But it's really hard because they're so cute.
I imagine it to be somewhat the same, but of course, just like developing every day, you know, over the years. It's just going to be developing more components. Just more components that are just being added. Probably more classes being offered, different types of classes. Just more diversity.
I would hope that there'd be more and more like career technical kind of educational programs, along with what we already have. Just things added on where, you know, there's more options for students to do things that are really career specific to what they want to do and get a taste of those things really early on. I think would be beneficial in forming, you know, future leaders and future professions and things like that.
I hope it just continues to get better and better. This school has been great, so I just hope everybody becomes kinder.
Well, I think it's important that high schools do not lose the excellent connection between teachers and students. And I'm afraid sometimes that with all of the influx of technology, that it'll be teacher, computer, student. And yes, even though the technology is nice and it's useful, there's got to be that bond between teacher and student. That is the most important. So that should not change.
Just have fun, you know, don't take it too seriously, but at the same time, you know, don't be afraid to try new things, you know, and do things that maybe aren't in the norm.
Own it. If don't try to be perfect, but if you mess up, just own it, and then make it right, and apologize when you need to apologize. Remember to be good people.
Know who your friends are, know yourself. High school is about learning the academics, but the social aspect is huge, and you want to make sure that you're hanging around people that actually care and know about you, because those are the friendships that will end up sticking. So don't waste your time on people that don't really care about you that much.
Whatever obstacle you face, whatever it is, either educational or family or social or whatever it is that's going on, there's always, I think, you can continue to do what you're doing, so never to give up. So that she says, if you fall, just get up and try again.
I was encouraged to try a lot of different things that I think made me a more well-rounded person. Having experiences that, frankly, outside of the high school experience, you're not going to have. Taking advantage of them while those opportunities are in front of you.
If people are laughing at you, laugh with them.
Be secure in who you are, and don't let other people's opinions and words change you, so that you have power over yourself. You know, don't give other people power over you to the point where they control your happiness and your success. That you have enough confidence and self-esteem and know who you are to be who you want to be, and not let anybody else affect that.
Find a job that you get up for every morning because you want to, not because you have to.
Big apple in his mouth. Oh my god, he must be starving. Get away! Food is not for you. Human food is for humans. I'm sorry.
to do like college courses like there is now. So
This is really strange. This is a Mexico number.
it might be important. You should probably answer. Taylor, what are you doing? This might be confidential.
Mr. Leo.
I want Jack to live with me.
Hi Taylor. I don't want to live with Robbie. Like we're friends, but never mind. Cut that out. Cut that. All right. If this is on there, I'm gonna be angry.
Put your hand in the Orbeez.
Why are they wet? Why do you have them like stored wet? Aren't they supposed to be dry?
Bye.
All right. You want a taste?
Got off topic. I was just talking about me.
Graduated from high school. Is my foot too big in the shot?
No, you can't see
Is
it.
my knee too big?
You can't see it. No.
You
look like a professional.
You look real
Professional.
Real
sophisticated.
Excuse me.
Are you a teacher?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So I need to say this to you, and then you gotta sign it. Is that all right? All right, cool.
What happened to all the... Okay, I'm ready. Go ahead.
Okay. X equals negative b plus minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Did I get it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's good footage.
No, this is in the footage. Awesome.